Hi, welcome to my luxury beauty channel, Sharvonique Renee. I'm Renee and I am so excited for this video. This was just delivered today. Can you guess what they are? They are the new Gucci Blush de Beauté. They just released this collection. I placed this order yesterday. I placed this order yesterday. They were just delivered. I stopped everything that I was doing to film this and get this up as soon and as quickly as possible. Okay, this is really in there. This is how the order was delivered. This is a bigger pouch, but this was just inside of the box, and the lining of the box had this green pattern that you see on the envelope, and inside this envelope is just the bill and receipt. These pouches are really neat. They changed the design. They were all white with gold lettering when I had ordered products from Gucci last year. I ordered the two deepest blush colors from the collection. Let me back up and give some info about the collection while I'm opening these items. The collection consists of 6 blush shades. The Cheeks and Eyes Powder Luminous Matte. The blush is $49. It's 5.5 grams, 0.19 ounces. It has a 24-month shelf life, and it was made in Italy. I want to mention that I ordered my blush directly from Gucci, which is why I have these bags. If you were to order from like Nordstrom or Saks or Bloomingdale's, you'll just more than likely will only receive the box. I have the shades 05 Rosy Beige and 06 Warm Berry. Rosy Beige may also show up under the name Rosy Tan, but on the box it says Rosy Beige. I will do this one first. Look at this compact. It is so cute. This is why we love Gucci right here. Just the packaging is gorgeous. So this is the 05 Rosy Beige. And if you watched my previous video with the Gucci bronzer, you saw that I had difficulty opening it. No issues with this one. It looks like it just lifts up. There's nothing to push or turn or anything like that. This is the color. And Warm Berry. I'll start swatching with Rosy Beige. It is such a silky texture. The Gucci Blush de Beauté offers a buildable long-lasting, luminous matte color that can be applied lightly for a soft flush look or more heavily for a daring flushed look. So that is just first swipe. I definitely see how this is buildable. Oh no, I just realized I wanted to take pictures of the blush before I started swatching it, but I was just too excited. I couldn't wait. When I learned that this release was happening, I just had to get it. But I did make sure that I only got 2 shades just in case if I was disappointed or I didn't like it. You know, I had issues with the eyeshadow palette. I didn't want to bite off more than I can chew. This is Warm Berry. All colors can be used safely on the eyes and cheeks. It's dermatologically tested and non-comedogenic, so it's suitable for all skin types, including sensitive skin. I love how pigmented this is. I'm barely swiping. Just with the arm swatches, this blush is already a winner to me. I love the shades. I love the formula, how it feels when swatching, and I just love how easy it was to apply the swatches on my arm. I'm going to do something a little extra and swatch it on my arm with a brush. This is the MAC 150S. I think I can see it. I'm trying not to mess up the pattern too much. I tend to pat my blush on instead of just wiping. So that's how I'm applying it on my arm. And typically, if there's a design or pattern on a blush or a powder product, tapping it kind of helps to keep that design somewhat intact. Now this brush is really soft and fluffy, so a firmer brush will give a more pigmented application. I don't know if I can see it on my arm, but I don't know if it's showing up on camera. I think maybe that angle, but it's definitely there. It's definitely visible. Warm Berry. You can see that one. I prefer to build my blush up when I apply it. So I like to use softer brushes to kind of control the intensity so I don't overdo it. But even with that, Warm Berry shows up nicely on my arm with very little effort. But I'm a little, like, I can see it, but I'm not sure it's showing up on camera. So let me switch to a different brush. This is my NARS. Still may not show up properly on camera, but this brush tends to be a bit stiffer than that MAC one. There you go. I think that shows up better. Let me know in the comments if you can see this. The Gucci Blush de Beauté powder is an ultra thin powder formula made with shea butter to help reduce dryness, hyaluronic acid to provide hydration, and black rose oil to soothe the skin. Before getting into the comparison swatches, I want to compare the compact. This is the size of the blush compact compared to the bronzer, and I love this bronzer. By the way, I have been living in it all summer. I want to get it. I have the shade 05. I want to get it in the shade 04 to try it out. I have been waiting for the refill to come out because it said it was supposed to be refillable, but it's been a couple of years and it hasn't come out yet. I do not know if the blush there is a refill hole there, but I don't know if there are going to be any refills available. I haven't seen anything mentioned on the website. And I also have the powder. I have mine in the shade 11. I haven't swatched it yet. I was going to include it in a different haul video, so I haven't worn it, but you know what, now that I opened it here, I will just start wearing it. Also, with the bronzer and the face powder, they both came with a velvet pouch. The blush did not come with a pouch. It's just the compact, which I find interesting because from what I've read on the website, the design is meant for travel, so that's more than likely why it's smaller and more lightweight. It still has some heft. It is plastic, but it would have been cute if the blush compacts also came with like a little pouch. To help you make your choice, I have a ton of comparison swatches for you. I'm starting with the Hermès blush. This is Rose Nuit. This one is Rose Fou. The center swatch is Gucci Rosy Beige, Gucci Warm Berry. I was shocked at how close these two are. They look pretty much identical to me. This is the Hermès Rose Nuit. In the pan, they do not look the same. But swatched on my arm anyway, my skin tone, they look very, very similar. And you can see Warm Berry compared to Rose Fou. I actually thought these two would be a closer match, but they are not. And I'm actually surprised that this appears so much brighter than Warm Berry. Next is a comparison to Sisley blush. I have Rosewood and Rosy Fuchsia. This is Rosewood. This is Rosy Fuchsia. There's no real comparison here. The Sisley blush is just more vibrant, more blue toned. Next up is Mented Cosmetics. This is Pinky Promise. The middle is Buried Away. And this one on the end is Clay Too Much. Pinky Promise next to Gucci Rosy Beige. Pinky Promise is warmer and it has gold flecks, whereas the formula for the Gucci blush is a luminous matte. So it applies more like a satin formula type of blush. Buried Away and Clay Too Much are not similar to the Gucci Warm Berry. Clay Too Much is more red toned than berry toned, and Buried Away is just a very vibrant magenta. Next is NARS. Now this could easily get out of hand because I have a lot of shades from NARS, but I just decided to limit it to only 6 and shades that are still currently available to purchase. The first one is Amore, Dolce Vita, Savage, Taos, Aroused, and Dominate. The center here is Gucci Rosy Beige and Gucci Warm Berry. Aroused, Dolce Vita, Savage, Taos, Aroused, and Dominate. Next up is Tom Ford. This is Wicked, Gratuitous, Ravish, and Disclosure. Gucci Rosy Beige, Gucci Warm Berry, Tom Ford Wicked, Tom Ford Gratuitous, Tom Ford Ravish, and Tom Ford Disclosure. In the pan, I thought that Ravish and Warm Berry might be similar, but you can see in the swatch that Ravish is a lot lighter in color compared to Warm Berry. And the same thing, I thought that Gratuitous and Rosy Beige would be similar. Not exact, but you know, somewhat close. And you can see that Disclosure looks more mauve, and of course it has the shimmer, but aside from the gold flecks, in terms of color tone, Gratuitous is more mauve and deeper than Rosy Beige. Now we have Chanel, and I love the way Chanel blush smells. It has like this fragrance. Speaking of fragrance, the Gucci blush does have a very light, faint scent. It's called Vintage Peony. It's a vintage floral accord composed of peony and freesia and modernized by a watery citrus accord and musky notes. The fragrance is very light and faint. It's not strong at all. If you are familiar with the Chanel blush fragrance, the Gucci fragrance is far lighter than that. And if you do happen to smell anything, it will fade away quickly. This shade is Rosewood, Alizane, Rouge Profond, and Rose Ruben. These three are the older formula. Rose Ruben is the newly reformulated Chanel blush. These are the swatches: Rosewood, Alizane, Rouge Profond, and Rose Ruben, with Gucci Rosy Beige and Gucci Warm Berry in the center. All right, we made it through about 20 different blush swatches. First impressions. I can say that I do like this blush so far. I like the colors, I like the texture, I like the packaging, of course. It's gorgeous. There are 6 shades in the collection, and I can say that I want to get at least 2 more. Those shades are number 3, Radiant Pink, and number 4, Bright Coral or Sweet Peach. I've seen both names listed for shade number 4. I will be picking them up probably at a later date because there are a lot of new releases coming out. If you had to pick just one between Rosy Beige and Warm Berry, I would think of Rosy Beige as like the soft, pink, everyday blush, and Warm Berry as the more bold, pigmented, vibrant blush. My personal choice would be Warm Berry because I gravitate more towards these type of shades. They're both beautiful, and I'm happy to have both. That's it for this video. Oh, wait, I want to be a little sneaky. Okay, remember when I said that I had opened this for the first time in this video? I haven't worn it yet or swatched it. Since you made it this far, you're gonna get to see this. This is shade number 11. And it looks like it is a nice match. I'm swatching heavy just to see the color. But of course, it's going to be sheared out. So that's what it will look like. So yeah, remember, this is our little secret. It's just between you and me. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell so that you know when a new video uploads. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.